What's good, y'all? So WWDC is coming up pretty fast. It's June 2nd right now, June 3rd, maybe by the time you guys see this video. The latest rumors, I think, so far are surrounding really just the name of each product line in Apple's arsenal. We're talking about supposedly they're gonna go ahead and like streamline everything. Everything's gonna be running off the same kind of naming scheme by jumping all the way to 26, because it's supposed to be iOS 19. Now they just like, yo, let's do 26, Both are very random numbers, if we're being honest. Like 19 doesn't sound exciting. Neither does 26, but you know what it's about, for the upcoming year. Typically, when you do things like that, it's supposed to signify a drastic change, at least in my opinion. So right now, the rumors are that there will be a pretty hefty overhaul of the OS for iPad OS, iOS, supposedly to mimic what you're gonna see on the Vision Pro. I like, as a Vision Pro owner, I do like the OS and the Apple Vision Pro. It does offer a it's very much still Apple, but it's different. It's slightly different than both iPad OS and iOS. My thing is, I'm just looking for something different, really, from the iPhone and the iPad. So if they went the other route to make everything look like the Vision OS, that'd be pretty dope. But for me, I'm more excited about the iPad OS. Most of the time I'm using an iPhone more than anything, but lately these days, my iPad has been my main computing device. So the rumors, wow, not like, I don't know how credible they are. I feel like this is something that we've been wanting for years, but Apple could be, making more of a push to get the iPad to feel more, or to give more of a desktop type experience. Now, to what degree, that remains to be seen. Honestly, if they didn't do anything major, I would still be pretty happy with it. I heard one rumor a while ago talking about that they were going to add menus at the top, similar to Mac OS, and I'm like, listen, listen, man, I'm with it. All right, my thing is, listen, put the file system at the top. Now, would it have the full file system like Mac OS? Probably not. But, even just having those menu options at the top, putting them there for the apps and whatnot as well, it'd be dope, just easily accessible. Now, even if it was only offered in like Stage Manager, I'd be okay with that. Just anything to kind of give the iPad OS the needed boost towards the desktop experience that it needs. As far as WWDC goes and some of the other lines, we got, Watch OS, Vision OS. There's supposed to be some more AI stuff, being pushed to Vision OS, as well as the Watch OS as well. Listen, just my little piece, on AI. I feel sorry for the people that, really wanted AI, in its full-fledged glory, in comparison to like what Google has going on. But personally, if they didn't do any AI updates from this point on, I would be perfectly fine. Apple, if they really want to, keep the AI push and keep things going, they can just acquire somebody else's model, or, just further integrate ChatGPT like they have been. I'm totally fine with that. I'm not one of those people that thinks AI needs to be completely, a priority amongst, all the major all the major players. If I'm being completely honest, though, my biggest excitement, like I said, was in the very beginning. We were talking about, I can't wait to see the overhaul of the OS on iPad OS and iOS. If that's true, I really hope it is. And I also can't wait to see what they do for the iPad itself, as far as any software enhancements at WWDC. Should be fun regardless, though. This should be a pretty good one. Will they deliver? Again, we'll see. Apple usually does deliver. I know last year, the AI thing kind of got people a little worried, but let's just hold out hope. One last thing I did read that they're supposed to be doing with the AI is supposed to also somehow help battery. To what level, to what degree, we're gonna have to get it in hand and start really playing with stuff like this. But it does that would probably be one of the better features of AI that I would be happy with, to do some of that stuff for me in the background. Like if you notice my battery is getting trash, AI, come in, step in, help your boy out. Let me get that little extra 10% for the rest of the day. So I ain't got to run to a charger. Let AI come in and help me out like that. So if we talking about AI on that level, bring it on. I'm with it. But anyway, man, let me know what y'all are excited about from WWDC coming up. If you guys are Apple fans or just tech fans, or honestly, most of the time it'd be y'all Android users that'll be over here trying to see what Apple, what we be doing over here. Like we just be cooling, but we be seeing what y'all be doing, y'all Android heads. Y'all be trying to y'all want to come in and infiltrate and act like y'all don't care. But it be y'all that be in the comments talking the most ish about Apple. It be all Android users. So even y'all, what are y'all excited about from WWDC? My Android users, what y'all want to see? Like, subscribe, share, man. Do it up for your boy. It's your man, Wayne Train. We out.